If you're a long-time fan of 2K and you've been playing the game for a while, then you know they're good for taking out things in the game. It was around titles like NBA 2K10 when we started to see a lot of innovation in the game, just for 2K to later take those same things out of the game that made the game so great. Because we all know 2K is good for taking out good things in the game. And specifically, I'm talking about game modes, which is what I'm going to be talking about today in this video. And you're probably thinking to yourself right now, I wonder what game modes he's going to talk about. Well, find out now on
Dragon Ball Z.
What's going on, y'all? It's AO and Andre coming back with another video today. Now today in this video we're talking about 5 game modes. I'm going to try to keep it to 5. 5 game modes that should be implemented in NBA 2K22 for the next game coming up soon. And I'm going to let y'all know right now that some of these game modes is game modes that was already in previous 2Ks that they decided to take out for whatever reason. So I just thought I'd tell y'all that right now. But anyway, starting with the first thing on my list, I have something called Be a Legend mode, which was actually in previous 2Ks. Like I think 2K12 was the start of it with Be a Legend mode with, you know, being different legends and, you know, having your legend moments and all that stuff. So anyway, yeah, for 2K22, we're talking about something that can be called Mamba's Moments or Mamba Moments, whatever you want to call it, which is something that a lot of the community thought was going to be in 2K21, but for whatever reason it wasn't. But anyway, Mamba's Moments. Now, for those of y'all that's younger that never played 2K12 with Be a Legend mode or 2K11 with the Jordan challenges, what I'm suggesting is basically similar to that. Now, for those of y'all that's too young, like I said, that don't know about the Jordan challenges from 2K11, what the Jordan challenges in 2K11 was a game mode specifically tailored for Michael Jordan, so where you can go and, you know, play with only the Chicago Bulls from like the 90s and 80s and play in Jordan's most key moments in his career and, you know, try to complete the challenges. Like, for example, dropped 63 points on the 1986 Boston Celtics in the 1986 playoffs. And when you would do that specific challenge or game, for example, you would be Michael Jordan and going against the Boston Celtics, and the game would have this little filter over the actual picture so it would look like it's from 1986, and the commentary would be muffled like in 1986, etc., etc., and the atmosphere would be like from 1986. You know what I'm saying? So basically, back in the day when trying to complete those Jordan challenges, the game would try to immerse you as much as possible to try to make you feel what it was like to be in Michael Jordan's shoes in those moments. The format of the challenges was like Tony Hawk Pro Skater for those of y'all that played Tony Hawk Pro Skater growing up. You know, in the first level of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 in the hangar, you have to collect skate, nose grind the half pipe rail, or grind the helicopter blade so that the helicopter can go in the air and go through the roof. You see what I'm saying? Every level had a set of objectives, and that's basically the same thing with the Jordan challenges. Every game has a set of objectives, so same thing. But instead of the Jordan challenge, they can have the Mamba moments instead, so that they can have it to where, like, for example, they have a 1997 game where you got to drop 19 points on Michael Jordan and hold him to 33 points or less. They can have it to where you got to score at least 17 points in the 1998 All-Star game in Madison Square Garden. They can have another game where you have to score 81 in the Staples Center and hold Jalen Rose to 0 points. You see what I'm saying? It's pretty much self-explanatory. I don't see why they wouldn't do that. It's a good game mode idea, I feel like, and a lot of people want that, and a lot of fans of Kobe Bryant want that as well. So I feel like it's a win-win. 2K couldn't go wrong with it. It's a good way to commemorate the life of Kobe Bryant since he passed and all that stuff, so I couldn't see why they wouldn't. But anyway, Mamba's Moments is the first thing on my list, so now to number 2. Alright, now coming in at number 2 on my list for NBA 2K22 Next Gen as a new game mode, I have something that can be called King of the Court. Now, just for some context, I got the idea of King of the Court from something called King of the Hill in a game called Mortal Kombat 11. Now, in Mortal Kombat 11 online, you have an online mode called King of the Hill where, I don't know why I said that twice, I'm stupid. You have an online mode called King of the Hill in Mortal Kombat 11 where you join a lobby full of people, or fighters I want to say because it's a fighting game, and basically you and everybody else in the lobby tries to get to that top spot, you know, a la King of the Hill. But just for some added clarity, for 2K22 Next Gen, when you go on King of the Court online, you can go in an online lobby against other players that have their selected NBA players to go against you. You could take your My Player or an actual NBA player in an online mode on like a blacktop setting and fight your way to the top against other people's online players. The players waiting their turn can literally monitor and watch your match before they play against you, and they can choose whether or not to pay their respect or not. Let's just say the top amount of respect they can pay is like 10, which can equal to like 100 VC, 9 being 90, 8 being 80, etc., etc. You get the point. When they pay their respect, they don't lose VC, but you can just gain VC. And this is basically like a one-on-one, you know, tournament style, which is probably already something that's in the event center, but we want this to be an actual game mode, not just in the event center. So I basically feel like this will be a good idea because it's a game mode that's going to be added to the actual core game, because to be honest, we don't have that many core game modes besides Play Now Online, Quick Play, and My League and My Team. So I feel like we need more core game modes because we don't have that many, like I said, and on top of that, not everybody feel like playing in the park and, you know, city and all that stuff, but they created my player. So that's just another game mode that we can have in the core game. So anyway, that's it for game mode number 2. Now to the third one. Alright, now check it out right. Now initially at number 3, I thought it was gonna sound a little bit stupid, but just listen to this pitch. A battle royale mode. I know it don't sound like the I know y'all tired of, you know, new battle royales and all that stuff, including myself, but this might be a good idea. You know, it might not be a good idea, it might be stupid, but who cares? It's a new game mode. 2K is lacking in game mode, so you take it or leave it, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, alright, a new battle royale game mode. You know, instead of you and your players, you know, dropping out of a ship, because it's not like a shooter game, it could be like you and your players dropping out of a bus, and y'all dropping out of a bus onto a court, like a blacktop setting again, and you can choose any NBA player you want to. You and your friends can get the NBA players as well. Alright, now instead of trying to play a full game like in Gods of 2K or whatever it's called in little events and all that, this can be you and your squad moving around a blacktop setting. And there's a lot of blacktop courts in one area. When you and your squad gets to the blacktop course, y'all can run from your opponents at first, but eventually you're gonna have to play them if you last long enough, you know what I'm saying? This is the format. So you and your squad get matched up against another squad. It's teams of 3 on one court. However, y'all don't play a full actual 3-on-3. Instead, y'all play 1-on-1, one at a time. So one person from your squad faces one person from their squad, and whoever scores first wins, game to 1. If you get to a point where you're down to your last player and he scores, you can bring one person back from your team, but only when he's the last player. You know what? I ain't gonna spend too much time on this because, to be honest, I feel like this might be a little bit stupid, but that's number 3. So now on to number 4. At number 4, get this, play now online. But hold on. It's actually playable. I'm a genius. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. That's it. I don't need to say nothing else. I'm gone. I'm out. I'm out of here, y'all. I'm out. All right, y'all. I had to say the best for last. And that is, of course, NBA AllStar Weekend. 2K, what are y'all doing? This was so obvious. I don't know what y'all was thinking with this by not putting this in the game. This should have been in the game about 5 2Ks ago. Like, I don't know what in the world they was thinking. Back in the day around 2004, NBA Live put this in their game, and let's be honest, that was the main selling point of NBA Live 2005. The whole game was marketed around AllStar Weekend. That was the first time they had the dunk contest in the NBA game. That was the first time when everybody said the NBA Live 05 was actually the best NBA Live of all time. And that was the first time that an NBA game was marketed and got most of its sales off of it having AllStar Weekend in the dunk contest alone. Like, should I really give y'all a pitch as to why this needs to be a game mode in 2K22? Like, nobody wants to play my league, whatever game mode you have to play to get to AllStar Weekend. It's so tedious and it's so annoying. Nobody feels like doing all that. Just give us an actual game mode of AllStar Weekend. It can be a whole new realm of content that can be made for content creators. The content creators in turn will give y'all more sales for y'all game by playing the game on their channels, whether it's on YouTube or whether it's on Twitch, doesn't matter. Like, this could be a game seller, I'm telling you. I remember right before NBA Live 05 came out, they started releasing the tutorial trailers on AllStar Weekend on how to dunk and all that stuff when the game actually comes out. Matter of fact, I just rolled a clip for y'all.
Now we're ready for the real fun stuff. Ooh, goody. We covered the basics, we covered the oops, now we get crazy. We're gonna teach you some tips on how to get better score from the judges. First up are alley-oop ball toss modifiers.
To modify an alley-oop ball toss, pull and hold down either trigger on your controller while you toss the ball.
Like, they still got Kenny Smith, Ernie Johnson, and now they got Shaq. Like, what's their excuse? They could recreate this right now today. It'll sell so many units. Like, I mean, 2K is gonna get a lot of sales anyway, but they should just put this in the game. I don't see why not. Because the thing is, I understand they don't have to because they have no competition, 2K that is, but on the other hand, it's like y'all are losing sales and y'all are losing people to y'all game because people are starting to take win in 2K21. It's terrible. So y'all might want to put this in 2K22. I think y'all should. Now, I'm not going to act like NBA All-Star Weekend will save y'all's game because, I mean, let's be real, it most likely won't. But it will put y'all on the right track and show that y'all actually care about the game and care about innovating y'all game, that, you know, actually giving the fans what they want. And as a result, more fans will come back. If you made it this far, you a real one. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you ain't already, because this video took a little while to make, and also it'll help give me motivation to keep making these videos. So anyway, y'all, that's gonna do it for this video. More possibilities videos coming soon, so subscribe if you ain't already, like I said, and stay tuned for my next one, y'all. So until next time, it's been your boy, Andre, and I'm out of here, y'all. Thanks for watching. Peace.